Roland Willits, OMS Stories on Rose Ranch with Millie Hisey.
Angie Senger with OMS Stories. I'm happy to be sitting here next to Millie Hisey. Hi, Millie.
I'm doing just great.
Mosquitoes.
Few mosquitoes.
Yes, and thank you so much for letting us all invade the beautiful Rose Ranch again this year. We're here for the Arizona Jammers reunion, which is officially 3 days, but how long do we really stay here?
Sunday to Saturday.
Sunday to Saturday.
Oh, and it's been a very, very wet week.
Yeah, very wet.
And it's flooded all over Minnesota, and we've got half of it here.
But Wednesday, we had a beautiful day for our
Wednesday.
first day. I think it's the best day we've ever had in the 5 years we've been here.
And we're going to have a nice day today.
Today's night.
It's the sun will break out in a little while, and we'll have a lot of crowd.
We will. How many musicians do you think we had?
I think 25 back there. We're quoting about 100 every day here. It's up there for what we've been going through.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Can you believe how much food we go through in a day?
Water.
And water.
Coffee.
How many pots of coffee do you make for us?
I don't know, but it's two for every meal, so that's over 80 cups.
80 cups for
Plus lemonade, and iced tea, bottled water. Yes.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And the music, and we do music. And then in the middle of everything else, you're taking care of all of us, you and your crew, tremendous lot of work. And then you found time to put your get-up on and parade through the crowd yesterday in your get-up yesterday.
I felt so
They
different.
roared. They just absolutely loved it.
I felt so different. I don't know what it was. It's been crazy.
You were. Everybody had their eyes were this big. You came out the door.
Stop the show.
Stop the show. Oh, that was hysterical.
That was fun. Red Hat group did have a good time. I belong to one of theirs. And we just went and did so many things, and people stop you on the street, and they just want to talk to you, what's this all about, But there was a good thing, and it's kind of wore down now.
I don't. Yeah, it isn't as big of a deal.
No.
My sister belonged to 3 Red Hat groups, and she was pretty active and pretty busy, and now I don't hear her talk about it as much as she used to.
But it was good. We got out to see a lot of the museums, a lot of the side things in Arizona, and in the Mesa and downtown and everywhere else around.
And that's a good way to do it, because, and especially for someone like you, because you are a world-renowned rose expert, and you're sought after all across the country for your knowledge on roses. You go to all over judging rose contests and teaching and giving seminars, and that I know that keeps you busy. And everybody who comes here, I tell them, it really is worth your time to walk through Millie's gardens, because they are fabulous. And if it wasn't for mosquitoes and the wet ground, we'd be sitting among your beautiful roses today. But that keeps you still really busy,
It's
doesn't
been
it?
an 8-hour day when I can get out there, every few days, and I love it out there. I love it out there. It's just I say it's my fitness center.
Stop.
My fitness center and my therapy and everything is right there to meditate. Plus, it's a free time, and I don't find it work when I'm doing the reading and the fertilizing and the heading and stuff there. It's so calming. So that's why I have it.
And you're still doing a lot of judging in different
Oh
places?
yes, I've got several judges to show next month to judge in the state fairs and coming up in September, and then I've got a show in St. Cloud next week in July, and another one in Bloomington, and then I do the Arboretum show in August. So judging horticulture all the way through and arranging, and I'm a big exhibitor of it.
You are. I didn't bring that up, but your floral designs are out of sight. And I was a bookkeeper at a flower shop. I don't know anything about flowers. You know that.
Yeah.
But I was a bookkeeper at a flower shop for several years, and I was always amazed at what the designers would come up with. But nothing compares to anything I've seen that you do.
Yeah.
You're so creative.
And my lower level is just full of containers that I have picked up from all the way from Japan to
I know
all.
about 5 years ago, one of the first times I was here, I went in there with you, and it looks like a bunch of hoo-ha on the shelves, but you would see something that you could make with that,
creative
with your
design.
creative eyes.
Yes, and you create a design with them and the sculptures.
I love to look through your pictures of your designs. And you do you display all your awards in the place?
No, I don't get to be too much of it.
Too many?
And I've got ribbons you wouldn't believe. I said, I don't know. I have a display thing I could put them up, but I don't have 5 minutes left of a day when I'm doing things here. So, and so there, so I got a phone here.
Your boob is ringing. Our phones are ringing. That's where we keep our phones.
Somebody's trying to get a hold of me right now.
Yeah, somebody's trying to get a hold of you. That's all right.
Yeah. And stuff there. But this is my 5th year of doing this. And it is such a reward. I have met all these people, all these musicians, and all these people that come into this listen over the last 20 years in Arizona. And I remember one of them, Jack Long, was one. He said, Millie, and he'd holler from the stage, and he'd holler, Millie, across the audience. Everybody in the valley is going to know you. And how he predicted that. It's amazing how I feel what he said. And he was a great musician.
Jack Long is awesome. Three-fingered Jack, and the stories he told about his life. Well, I wish we could sit and interview him. He had some stories to tell.
Yeah.
What a great guy.
Yeah, what a great guy.
And we meet so many of them, though.
Oh, yes.
And so many of them are here. It's incredible how far people travel to come here. People fly in from Arizona.
Yeah.
And you picked them up at the airport.
Yes, I picked
You didn't have anything else to do.
No,
So you went to the airport.
it was good to get away.
I bet.
It's good to get away.
And here it is, not even 8:30 this morning, and you've already been to Walmart fetching stuff for us today. Probably cups and plates, because we're eating at a house.
Right. Yeah.
So I bet you we'll have another 150 people here today, because it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, they don't mind. And they didn't mind the rain yesterday.
No, I know.
It was a full house, and they just walked through.
And it was nice when we got here. Oh my gosh! Now my boobs. Now my phone's ringing. But it started raining during our pancake breakfast yesterday morning, and Al says to me, "Well, you guys won't be playing at 10. Nobody will be playing." I said, "What do you mean? This is why we're here."
Yeah, that's right.
And sure enough, 10 o'clock, boom, there was 20 musicians in there, and we started all right on time.
Yeah. The audience just came.
The audience came with their slickers and their umbrellas and
Yeah.
sat under the tents and had a great time.
Yeah.
There was even some people dancing.
Yeah. And we had cookouts last night.
Oh, the grills were going.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
It was really great.
Everybody on that poor guy that was doing the grilling, because everybody's huddled around and they all want their food. Turn that one. That one needs to be moved over there. Turn that one.
Yeah. We just had,
Make that one a little darker. I think he wanted to take his spatula and swat everybody's. Go away!
Yeah. But everybody is just so enjoyable here.
Oh, I know.
And we're all really senior citizens.
Yeah, we're all seniors, and we're all having a great time, and this is what we love to do. We love to listen to the music, and we have lots of different styles. There's even, what is her name that's here with the ukulele?
Oh,
What is it, Karen? Is that her name?
yes.
This is her first time here.
Yes.
And she has a ukulele, and everybody's giving her such a hard time about, fertilize that thing, make it grow up and be a guitar.
Do a little bluegrass and everything that in.
Oh, she's great. She's awesome. So we have that style plus the great fiddle player that was here yesterday.
Yes.
And she did that Ashokan Farewell that Judy always does. Oh,
And the Orange Blossom Special.
She did
closed
that.
out with last
Yep,
night.
that was great.
Yeah.
And we have an accordion, only one accordion, and a squeeze box, and they add so much.
Yeah. Too many is not good.
But we have one, and he's fabulous. Oh my God, I've never heard anybody as good as he is.
Yeah.
And the squeeze box guy, he does a TV show all the time up north, so he's really good at what he does. Really good.
Yeah.
So I'm just enjoying the heck out of it.
lots of good guitar players.
Yeah.
Good guitar players.
Yeah. And the musicians are coming and going. We get some that come for just 1 day or 2 days, and some that leave. And Ray was out here yesterday having a great time.
Yes.
Singing along with every song. How does he know every song?
He got all those jukeboxes.
He does.
He doesn't do anything else but sit there and play while I'm out in my playground.
That's why he knows all the songs. As he does, he sing along with everything. You see his lips moving.
Yeah. His eyes closed and nodding his head.
Yeah, it was great. It was just great. You couldn't ask for a better location. Everybody can find this easily. It's just really nice. And boy, you guys are just, you open your houses to us. Houses.
Yeah.
Your big estate to us.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And like I said, everybody said you're going to do it next year. I hear you're not. I said, oh, who said that?
I haven't heard that from anyone yet.
I haven't said that. I said, we make the decisions.
Yeah.
There's no reason. We got a good thing. We'll just keep right on doing it.
You bet. You bet.
Hi, Angie.
Hey, it's Roland Willits from OMS Stories.
Yes, and I told you I would come, and I watch over here. I says, maybe I shouldn't. They're having such a good time.
Oh, we could talk for all day.
Oh, no.
I'll let you ask her some different questions.
What?
You'll probably ask her different questions than me because
Yes,
I know her way better than you do.
That's right.
So I'll let Roland sit down.
Thank you.
You'll find out some new things.
So wear my hat or not? What do you think? You think the hat is good?
Yeah,
or
wear your hat.
Wear my hat?
Yeah, wear your hat.
It's on the picture. Okay.
Yeah, you're in good style.
Okay. How's this try to? Oh, it's so good. Ah, Millie, she's gonna adjust a little there. Okay. There you go. Went too far? Go too far?
Just went
Did
too
you get some
sudden.
flowers in?
Flowers are still in there.
Flowers are still in there. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had those beautiful flowers.
Yeah, these roses are a little bit overdone here, but they're just starting to come on. We got a rose show this weekend of
Do you?
Father's Day
Oh, wow.
over in St. Paul at Harmar. And then the following weekend of the 25th, 28th or something, we have one out at Bachman's. And then we also have a rose show there. And the peonies have just started blooming. And they're
Wow.
about 3 weeks with our cold spring. It's about 3 weeks or late now
Late,
this year. And stuff there. This is called Coral Beauty, and this one's a Sarah Bernhardt. The names on them. And the roses, like I say, just picked these several days ago, and they're just holding up so nice.
There you are. They're holding up really good. It's really moist.
Yeah, the humidity is very, very high here.
Yeah, those are just so beautiful. You pick those and put them on the table over there, and they stayed there.
And I have hundreds and hundreds of containers, and what do I use? An old mayonnaise jar.
The old mayonnaise jars are just appropriate for OMS Stories.
Yes.
It could be a curd jar.
Well, I didn't go find that.
Yeah.
This one came out of the recycle bin.
Oh, that's even better.
That's right. Yeah, it was right available.
And you've been doing roses all your life, haven't you?
Yes. My grandmother had some down in Rochester, and I loved her flowers and stuff. And then when I first came up here, I think 45, 50 years ago, I got 60 roses.
Wow.
And then the garden club said, why don't you join the Rose Society? I said, what's that? And I said, then it got me hooked. And then you go into the American Rose Society, and then you get the magazine, and it just went from one thing to the other, to conventions all over the country. And I belonged to another group called the Ekabana, which is Japanese. I went to Tokyo.
Wow.
And went to Hong Kong first for 3-4 days, and we just chopped till we dropped.
Well, Hong Kong is a place to do that.
Yes,
It
then we
is
were
a
in
place to do
Tokyo
that.
for the national or international convention of Ekabana, and I shipped back I don't know how many boxes of containers.
Wow, with different Japanese styles.
Yeah, Japanese containers.
And they love their roses.
Oh, they
too.
love their roses too, and they're on the more of the chrysanthemums. But I've been to Portland to see the big rose gardens up there in Portland with the Rose Society convention.
Wow.
And then I've been on I was state president on the National Garden Club.
Oh, were you?
and that took me all across the
I
country.
bet it. She
Yeah.
just kept you moving, didn't
That
it?
kept me moving. It got me on a cruise to Bermuda for a week with the National Garden Club, and so we had all our board meetings and all our workshops and things, and then we toured the island of Bermuda, and it
Wow.
was what an experience, And I've been, from DC to Florida to Louisiana to Dallas, Texas to San Diego
Oh,
on
geez.
conventions.
Wow.
Yeah, so
A rose traveler.
a Rose Traveler and a National Garden Club Traveler.
That's great. They ever need a national speaker, you can invite me.
Yes.
It is beautiful here, and you have roses on both sides of over here and over there, right?
Yes.
And they're just absolutely, they're all just starting to come
Starting
on.
to come on.
Oh, and they're just fantastic. And everyone here has been going through them and coming back with tales and adventure tales, rose adventure tales.
The fragrances.
Yes.
Different fragrances.
Yes. I fell in love with roses with a rose called Peace Rose. You know that one.
Yes.
And then I got another one. It's called Double Delight.
Yes, very fragrant.
And those are the two that I sort of fell in love with. I'm not much of a. I'm a look at everything to pick two for yourself.
Those are the Double Delight came probably out in the early 1980s. Peace Rose came in 1945.
Wow.
It came from, it was hybridized in Germany, and then during the war, he gave some cuttings to a greenhouse, and finally that got to America, and then it got hybridized and propagated to become then called the Peace Rose.
Yes.
That's the story behind it. There's some fantastic stories. Ever been to Tombstone, Arizona?
Oh, absolutely.
They have a rose bush down there called Lady Banksia.
I never knew they had a rose bush
That
there.
goes back to the middle of the 1800s.
Wow.
And it was a gal that was in England, and she wanted her husband wanted to come to America, and they did. And she said, "I've got to bring my rose." So she sent a rose bush over the seas with the ship, and they planted it eventually in Tombstone, Arizona, and it covers. I think I got a card the other day. Somebody that visited it, and it covers like 4,500 square feet.
Whoa.
It's just huge, and the way they vined it out, and the way they trellised it, and it's just amazing. And the white blossoms.
I don't know if I saw that or not, but
It's a
it's
big,
probably something I may have seen it, but it may not have been. We made it in the wrong time, wrong season. It was in February,
right.
so it's just maybe the wrong season.
It's a one-time bloomer, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
probably why
yeah,
it's attracted to it.
Yeah, but see those hands? Those have got scratches.
Oh,
I worked in the nursery, and one of my jobs was they had these whole pallets full of roses come in, and they had to cut, the cut and the raw, and then the roots were bare,
oh yes.
and you had to plant them in these. They had these big pots, that you. So they would say, "See that box over there? See those?" And Roland, being dumb, didn't get till the second or third day that you should really wear gloves.
Oh, wow.
So I kept trying to do it, getting around there.
Yeah, we've had some fundraisers here, and they'll ship them here, great big boxes from the
Right.
wholesale houses, and they're all pre-ordered from the Roasted Club members.
Right.
And they come out and spend a couple of days, and we put up all the orders in black bags with wet newspaper, and then I deliver them.
And the peat moss in it.
Pete Boss, and
Yeah.
then we deliver them down to a place, and then they come into that place and pick them all up, and my little pickup just gets so full of black bags. Then we've had that fundraiser going on for several years.
That is absolutely wonderful. I got to tell you, I fell in love with the nursery lady. She was a few years older than me, but her name was Rose, and their last name for the nursery was Bush. So her name was Rose Bush.
Rose Bush. I know a Rose Bush. I wonder if
In
we go to
Minneapolis?
the same- Yes.
South Minneapolis at a nursery?
Yes. Yes.
The Bush's nursery?
I don't know where she was. It was a
Well,
nursery,
that's-
but her name was Rose Bush.
Yeah, yeah.
She was a member of one of the garden clubs.
Oh, yes. Well, it could be exactly the same.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, it might be, yeah. It might be about that, yeah.
Yeah. And then that's why when I put all these in it, this little hobby farm was the little horses, and they had the corrals here. So when I came with all my roses, I said, "What's a good name? Make this the Rose Ranch." And it has hung on, and it's hung on, and it's hung on.
Wow.
Now we're at the Rose Ranch, and I got an
Wow.
arbor out in the front driveway
Wow.
that says the Rose Ranch on it.
We have a mutual friend, Rose Bush.
Yes.
And they had Bush's nursery, and the whole family ran the nursery in South Minneapolis.
Yeah, did very well. Yeah, because I had.
Then they sold the block there, down there, and then they moved out a little further in the suburbs. I don't know where in the suburbs, but the whole family, the mother, the father, the two boys, and Rose and her daughter. Wow. Yeah, her daughter was younger than me by about 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been the same
Cute
gal.
as a bug.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes.
That was really neat.
Yes,
Yes.
they also had me. They had this big thing that turned, and I had to put in the different type soils to make the right soil.
Oh, yeah.
And have it. I had the spinning thing. And,
Yeah.
Oh man, I did that too.
I use a
They
lot
had me
of
for all
bag-
the intelligent things.
I use a lot of bagged soils too.
Yeah.
Soils and stuff.
Yeah, that's what we would do. We'd bag it and sell it at
Yeah.
the nursery.
Mhm.
That was before you could buy commercial. Get it in wholesale.
This, if you put it in a pot, you can lift the pot.
It
Yeah. Oh, the garden soil is really gets heavy.
does. It does. But I was a young athlete, and I could, so they just didn't have a problem at all having me do all that.
Yeah.
Wow. So I'm pooped out, and you got any more?
No, I'm.
Okay.
Yeah, I say thank you very much.
Dolly, what's your last name?
Hisey. Hisey.
Hisey. Hisey. Say.
It's my
Say
family.
Millie Hisey. OMS Story. Say that to the camera.
Thank you.
No, you say that to the camera.
I am Millie Hisey with Old Men's Story.
Roland Willits, OMS Story. Thank you.
Thank you.
One more day jamming with Millie Hisey at Rose Ranch.